I'm Elle Mills, and this is how you don't remember your 21st birthday. So I'm in LA and I just had my 21st birthday, and I wake up in a total haze. The Airbnb is like totally trashed. I'm covered in bruises. There's stained underwear in the living room. My belt for some reason is destroyed, and I feel like I spent the past 24 hours crying. What the happened? First, let's rewind. So I'm from Canada. The drinking age there is like 18, 19, depending on the province. So I'm just used to drinking, but whenever I visit the States, and I do visit very often, I'm never allowed to drink. So I wanted to go all out for my 21st birthday. I planned a humongous party where I flew out my entire family from Ottawa, 30 to 40 of my hometown friends, 5 friends from London, 5 friends from Hong Kong, and even a few from Florida. This is truly an international event, people. I rented out a huge arcade with virtual reality, an indoor amusement park, and of course, an open bar. But because I have this huge party planned, I keep telling myself I won't pre-game too hard. Some beers and shots of vodka later, I realize I'm getting a little too turned too early. But my friend Karen keeps giving me more and more shots. And it's my 21st birthday, so hey, I can't say no. So I do remember getting to the party. I was definitely drunk at that point. I remember walking in and being like, whoa, this is a lot. My face was everywhere and all the screens. There was a bunch of red balloons. There's red themes because my favorite color is red. My face was on the staircase because I paid for that like an idiot. But I remember immediately I just walked in like, oh, this is sick. Gotta go to the washroom. And I ran to the washroom to take a piss. And that's my last memory of the night. The next thing I remember is waking up in my bedroom the next day. So here I am, with underwear on my floor, bruises all over my body, a destroyed belt, and a trashed Airbnb. We gotta figure out what the hell happened. So I run into the living room and I see my friend Camilla. And I'm like, Camilla, why am I covered in bruises? She's like, dude, don't you remember? Last night when people came into the party, you greeted everyone with a huge kiss and insisted on carrying them around the arcade. Hence the bruises, so check that off my list. I looked at my phone and see a text from one of my friends, Shannon, and all it says is ... Are you good? I know she's gonna have some answers. So I immediately call her, and she tells me that I kept on daring people to dare me to pull down my pants, which absolutely no one wanted. From pulling my pants down so much, my belt just broke and it was ruined. So now I've got the bruises and the belt covered. Now we just gotta figure out why it feels like I've been crying. I walk into the kitchen to nurse my hangover, and my best friend Tavian is already greeting me with a coffee. He hands me a coffee and I'm like, dude, I feel like He goes, don't you remember crying last night? I'm like, no, it was my birthday. Why the was I crying? Apparently I was so upset that the birthday party that I don't remember ended that I burst into tears, probably because I had spent so much money on it and won't remember any of it. I was so upset that my birthday was coming to an end that I insisted that everyone at the party come back to my Airbnb. So that makes sense. That's why I was crying, and that's why my Airbnb was trashed. Great. Now we just have to solve the underwear. Okay, so they definitely belong to a dude, and the only person that wasn't a girl staying at the Airbnb was my brother Jay. So I marched up to his bedroom with dirty underwear in hand and asked him, what the did you do? He looks at me just as puzzled, apparently got even more drunk than I did, and remembers nothing. Just then, all of my friends in the house join us in Jay's bedroom and tell the tale of how after the arcade, everyone came back to the Airbnb to find Jay drunk and passed out on the couch in nothing but his underwear. Everyone was taking pictures of him. I got sent all of them. So they went to go flip my brother over and revealed that his underwear was covered in and then four of my buddies each carried a limb of his body and carried him all the way upstairs. Okay, so that all checks out. The bruises, the belt, the crying, the huge mess, and of course, the dirty underwear. Moral of the story, don't pregame too hard, in a toilet, and honestly, just make the legal drinking age 18 because I can't handle this much trauma in my 20s. I've definitely heard over the past few months, a lot of people reach out to me like, yeah, we kissed that night. And I'll be like, oh, that's the 15th person that's told me that. Wow.